We've got one wide open division, the AUDL Central, 3 playoff spots, no clinchers so far, and 2 teams in control of their playoff destiny. Welcome to Highmark Stadium. I'm Matt Weiss, voice of the Thunderbirds. Thanks for joining me tonight for this AUDL Central division clash between the Pittsburgh Thunderbirds and the visiting Chicago Union. This will be the first of a home and home weekend for these 2 teams. They'll finish up this. Handlers playing catch. This one's sent out to Jace Bruner. Bruner drops it down back to Mechanix. Mechanix throws it to Bruner, who stops in the break space in front of Mast. Feeds Mechanix again, and then a little push pass finds the Latvian, Maldera. And McSherry dumps a hammer over the top to out of the double team, and now Max Shepard has it, and he doesn't hesitate for a second. Carl Johnson trying to track this one down. Asher Lance in pursuit, but Johnson beats him to it. Max Shepard, I said last week he's got a remote control on that thing. If I were the referee, I'd pick it up and look for wires and batteries. That disc hits right at the end line, and so it's got to be put into play right there. Thunderbirds in a defense against the Chicago vertical stack. Time's a-ticking, and we've got a Callahan goal for the corn-fed mule. Steve Mogilski, look at him strut. It all started with the Sam Van Dusen pull, which catches the turf just before the end line, bounces out, and then the Union couldn't get it off the back line. Ultimate League, which I coach in, played for Franklin Regional, graduated in 2018, and we've got a huck. And Asher Lance is underneath it. Can Jimmy Toll roof even him? He doesn't have to. He just lets Lance take his best shot and runs underneath it. You know, Jimmy's got such a reputation that even though Asher Lance is as tall as the series, is that Kindell out there? No, that's Mogilski. Mogilski takes off downfield. Fridella fakes with that left hand. This one's popped up. Van Dusen's got to get there, and he does. Rivas avoids a collision with it. Now it's Vukovic in the back, and he catches it. He catches it before Malderas can catch up to him, and the Thunderbirds are rolling on defense. Chicago can't seem to find its footing. The pull's out the back of the end zone. Priest has it. Finds Shanahan. Working hard downfield against O'Brien, and getting away from him is Sjogren. Dillard giving chase now. Sjogren pulls it in. He's got an easy over-the-top shot from Zaccardi, who's been known to help, and he did. Cutting off the front of the stack is Priest. Drifting into the end zone is Tizlicki. A lot of work from the handlers here. Will they try to go to the other side of the field? Staying here. Kaminsky on the goal line. Pops up that little scoober, and it finds Sjogren. Him sandwiching the downfield cut of Johnson was Mogilski and Hansen. And so, patiently, the Union chips away. But abandoning patience for a wide open Jack Shanahan is Ben Priest. And Priest sends it up to Shanahan for the goal to bring the Union within 2. And Shanahan on the receiving end of it. And it actually looked like it started to that Jace Bruner's able to stop that first throw. Jimmy Toll comes in, and now Max Shepard has it with Brennan on him. And here comes Repperman and clears out this space in the back. Jimmy Toll going back there. It's Toll versus Lance again. And Lance says, as the Beatles used to sing, not a second time. It had to get there quickly to get beyond Lance, and Lance didn't let it. So make it. The weekend is the 25th and 26th of August. This one going up to Priest. Anthoven in pursuit, but cannot catch up. And a quick hold with 3 minutes left for the Union. So, yes, it'll be the weekend of August. Now, I don't know if Max Shepard's going to have to think about this too long, because he's got Anthony Repperman going deep. Repperman with first closing, but Repperman's got the height advantage, and Max Shepard, as per usual, drops a beauty of a throw in the back of the end zone. And you could see Repperman, as soon as he got it to Shepard, he took off. And Max looked to Noah Sellish for bailing him out, says Max. John Mast reaches around Anson and then does a nifty cut. He's got Max in the end zone. He delivers a sharp one. Does Max have time to catch up to it? He does. Reaches out with the left hand, claws it in. Max Shepard. Man or person-to-person defense. Kaminsky catches it in front of Mogilski. And here comes a hammer over the top. Defense coming, and it just tracked too fast for the receiver. Ricky Ramirez sends it back to first. I think it's the first we've seen of Ramirez tonight. And Repperman with a clutch block. They were trying to get it to Brennan. He was lying in wait. You know he baited that one. Johnson taking off deep. Repperman deep. He's going to put it up to Johnson. Does Johnson have the legs for this one? He does. And the Thunderbirds with a critical hold. And it wasn't an easy one. But thank Anson Repperman with a spectacular block. The Union was surging. They were pushing it. Who said that Max Shepard was the most overrated player in the Central. And my goodness, talk about over. That one goes over the head of Sjogren. And it is sent up somewhat impulsively to Kenny Fridella, laying out to save the Thunderbirds, to stop the Thunderbirds' break chances, Shanahan, and then back safely in the AUDL. He's proven it today. Once again, laying out, Charlie Vukovic. He's going to get one of these days. Getting one there is Van Duzen. And Johnson doesn't beg for the foul call, and I think rightfully so. I think it was a clean block as Van Duzen gets the inside line, maintaining possession, being cool. Bruner working hard against Selleck, forcing him to turn around, throw it into the end zone. It's a battle between two tall trees, and it's won by Carl Johnson, who pulls down yet another goal in front of Lance, who takes off the uniform and looks like he's ready to call it a night. He was back there, but that was Ramirez eventually gets up to, and here we've got a fake count going up, and it will result in a score. It's a hammer from Brennan to, I believe, Johnson in the back of the end zone. Hey, while we still have a chance, a home playoff game, then it's been a great season talking to you folks, and this one will basically end the game. And so the Thunderbirds came in here with a mission. They had to win in order to keep their playoff hopes alive and keep command of those hopes and of their destiny in their hands. They did that, and they did it with a defensive performance that's for the record books for them.